Welcome back to Living 808. With the massive adoption of solar PV systems across Hawaii over the last 15 years, our utility is coming up with new programs to incentivize homeowners to share some of their solar power. Here to discuss the benefits of investing in solar power is Eric Carlson. Aloha.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for
having
us.
I'm excited to be talking about this because I know you've been hearing a lot from new customers that have been reaching out, wanting to get a part of these incentives, but also from your already existing customers. So what has been, I guess, kind of the main inquiry you've been getting recently?
Well, there are a lot of new incentives coming aboard. And what we're experiencing right now is a little bit of confusion from homeowners, from both people that have existing systems looking to add on and those that are shopping. And this is something that we're pretty familiar with. We've experienced this a lot over the last 15 years as a business. Every time there's a policy change or there's discussion about tax incentives or a new program, people don't like change. And it kind of causes them to pause a little bit. It could be that they're not getting the most accurate information as things do, move around quickly. And we know how they feel. We've talked with thousands of people that have felt the same way. But what we've found and what they've found is that after meeting with us and we talk them through the basic economics of solar, they feel confident to move forward.
Perfect. And of course, so many people have been confident moving forward with over almost 100,000 now investing in rooftop solar across the state. So what do you think it is that has compelled so many people to make this investment and what's continuing to really incentivize people?
Yeah, so I'll use our tagline. So Revolution, cleaner, smarter living. So number one is cleaner. Obviously, we live in Hawaii, the most beautiful state in our nation. We're blessed to have abundant renewable energy in the form of sunshine. And so it's just a much cleaner way to go. Two, it's smarter. You are either going to end up paying the utility basically forever, or you're going to invest in a solar system, get the same amount of power as you would, and the same quality of power as you would, but a fraction of the cost. And then living. We live in homes and we're with our loved ones. And by investing in solar and storage, you're providing peace of mind for your loved ones, your family, whether it be a short grid outage or a longer period outage. It's just your home, your investment, and you want to protect the people in it. And so investing in solar and storage is a wonderful way to do that.
Okay, perfect. Good to know. And then you mentioned also the costs of utilities. I mean, we've seen with this period of inflation, higher gas prices, higher cost of food, and a lot of us have seen that in our electricity bills too. So what are you expecting from utility prices in the future? Yeah,
so we in Hawaii, we're so vulnerable to in regards to our electricity, we're so vulnerable to anything that happens in the world because we're purchasing, for the most part, all of our fossil fuel from halfway across the globe. So it could be some type of conflict that we've experienced before in a foreign country where it causes the cost of oil to go up. It could be something like shipping delays. We've experienced that before. And then just general inflation. So those are like short-term specific things, but looking back, since I've been in the industry about 17 years now at Revolution for 15, we've seen on average, the cost of electricity increases every year by 6%.
Wow. And that just goes to show, I mean, when you talk about making an investment with solar, yes, there is an upfront payment, right? There's going to be a big cost, but in the long run, I feel like saving on those utility bills eventually far outweighs that initial investment.
You're exactly right. I mean, investing in solar, like I mentioned earlier, you've got two options. You continue to pay the utility monthly, and I think people conceptually, they write it off monthly. But when you stack that out 10, 20, 25, 30, 40 years, which is what your solar system will produce and is warrantied for, you get, again, the same amount of electricity, the same quality of electricity, and now you're getting backup power for a fraction of the cost because of things like tax incentives and because of the other grid utility incentives as well.
Yeah, and that's, I'm sure, reassuring for a lot of people to hear, especially those that are already taking advantage of solar. But for those that, want to learn more information or are considering going solar, what would you say to them?
I would say stick to the long-term economics of solar, and while there are policy changes and new incentive programs and people really aren't sure, they change often. But the long-term economics of investing in a solar system, getting that 25, 30, 40 years of power at a fraction of a cost within tax incentives and whatever grid program may happen to come online, there's not a period over the last 15 years where a client of ours, it wasn't the best time for them to go solar. And one thing about solar that you mentioned inflation earlier, one thing about solar is that the cost of solar are dramatically coming down. And that's including battery storage. And so even with adding storage, which makes your home more resilient, makes you able to, know that your lights will always be powered on, it's still cheaper than sending a monthly check to the utility.
Yeah, definitely an awesome investment. And of course, great for the environment too.
Yes.
So we love to see it. And of course, love what you guys are doing over there at Revolution. And if you want to learn more, maybe get some clarity on some of the incentives, or if you're already sold, you're like, let's do it, I want solar. Of course, Revolution can help you out. We'll have all their details on our website, KH12.com. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it. And of course, so much more on Living 808 when we return. Stay with us.